Hi everyone, it's Desiree, day 23, and let me tell you what, if you stayed on this long, you are loyal, and I am very appreciative. So for this one, hey, this is the quickest video I think I've ever put together, and the simplest card I have ever made, but you know what? It is my favorite. I have to admit, you are about to see my favorite. I'm going to be focusing or featuring honeybee stamps. I am in love with this stamp set. I loved the fonts. It's called Jingle All the Way. That is the sentiment I'm going to use because that is what I thought of when I saw Jingle All the Way. And every time I say it, I hear bells. I'm not sure if that's because of the sentiment or I'm going crazy. It could be both. All right. So, because we've been doing a lot of catch up. This is going to be so simple. I've already cut my panel using my Favorite Things stitched wonky rectangle. I'm using my stamp position of a crisp image using my VersaFine black ink. I have this sentiment up towards the top in the center. I'm actually showing you everything. I don't even think I edited this video. I did not. There is no editing. I only sped it up. I cleaned my stamp. Yes, I use a stamp chamois. I pulled out my foam block. This is by Stampin' Up. It is a great foam block. And I pulled out my craft pick. I'm determining where I'm going to put a hole. So where I finally determined is I wanted to pierce a hole at the end of the Y. Not the W, the Y. I was thinking about doing another one. But again, didn't have time to think. I'm just moving along here. So at first I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to put a lot of bells going on here. We're going to make it happen. I found some gold and white twine, baker's twine, that I had in my stash. Put that through one of my darning needles that I use for my art journals when I sew my signatures together. I always have those near me. And I'm going to string a bell. Now I have one bell. Again, now I'm sitting here going, you know, I should have punctured more holes. And I didn't. And I'm like, okay. I'm really playing with this and letting this bell guide on what it wanted to do. I wanted to pull it up tight, but I didn't want the bell to just like bonk right on the card. I wanted it to have movement. Yeah, bonk. Did I just say bonk? I did. And I said it twice more. So I want it to dangle. So I'm using a lot of double-sided tape on the back here to make sure that this baker's twine is secured. Because again, I want that to dangle there. I want it to just go freely. But I didn't like the way that it looked. So now I'm going to grab some twine, the twine that's sitting in the needle, because I have that there. And I'm going to make a bow around this. And I want that to sit up at the top when it comes to this loop that I have. Plus, this will also make sure that it doesn't, you know, go back through. It'll stop it because I don't want it to go back through. So now I'm just going to play. So unfortunately, since I did not edit anything in this video, you're going to see all of the fiddling and the twiddling that I do with the bow, because that is something that I do. I'm going to trim off the edges, and that's that. This card, literally, now you're seeing nothing here because I'm literally deciding, okay, what base do I want? And you can see I found that pretty quick. It's a beautiful, it's like a mustard gold color that I have. I'm going to use my paper creaser just to fold that in half. Now, because I have the bell on, I can't use my tape runner, and I didn't want to use my liquid glue. So I'm going to use that on the card base, which is a standard A2 size card base, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 top folding, and I'm going to set my panel down on that. That's our card. The simplest card, I think, ever that I have done. And I have to admit, it's my favorite. You know, We've said it before. I have the Simplicity series. Simple is sometimes the best. Again, it's a lot of dimension. I don't know if you can mail it. I think the bell would get crushed. This is definitely a card that has to be handed out. Maybe there's tinier bells. I'm sure there are. Matter of fact, there are. Maybe that would help. But I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the thumbs up. Day 23. No, I am not getting tired from making cards. I just fell in love with this. Please make sure you like and subscribe. You don't want to miss 2019. Thank you so much for hanging in here with this series. I hope you truly are enjoying it. If you have any questions or comments, leave those down below. I will get back to you as soon as I can. All of the products, not many that I used, will be listed down below. I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday and it continues throughout the end of the year. But remember what's most important. Be creative.